Hello, everyone. I'm Edson Yanaga, and today, live from Cary, North Carolina, welcome to another Google Wallet live stream. And this is the first one for 2025. So, very welcome. I hope everyone had great holidays. And, well, as I already said, I'm streaming from Cary, North Carolina. And let me see who we have watching today. So, please post in the chat where are you watching from us today. I can see here that we have people from Belgium. What else? Some people say hi. Yeah. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. And if you're watching us not live later in the recording, thank you so much for watching us too. So yes, please keep posting where you're watching us from in the chat. And today the topic is Google Wallet security features for developers. So if you want to, of course, the Google Wallet app is already like super secure, super safe. You can only access your passes if you provide your authentication, which can be either your passcode, your fingerprint, or your face, or something provided by your Android phone. But we're going to be talking about how can you, as a developer, can add security feature to your passes. So things like counterfeiting or like screenshotting or people taking pictures of your users' passes don't succeed. A typical example would be what? Like you want to share a pass with your users, and you want to make sure that that pass is only added to that particular user account. How can you do that? We're going to cover it today. And you want your users to use, but if they open the pass, maybe somebody's passing by and is taking a picture of the barcode or QR code of your user's pass, and they want to use it before your user. So you have a concert or you have a soccer match, and you want to go there, and somebody took a picture of your user's pass and entered before them. So when your legitimate user tries to enter the venue, they're blocked because that ticket is already used. How can we prevent that? So we're going to be talking about these security features today. And I see more people saying hi here from the chat. I see people from Canada, Montreal, people from Nigeria, people from Norway, Pakistan. Yeah, well, thank you very much for joining us. We have people from all over the world watching us today, joining us. And if you have any questions, please post them in the chat because we'll have some time to answer them in the end of this streaming. Okay? So now let's dig into the features. And to start that, I'm going to share my screen here so you can see my favorite website on the internet right now is the Google Wallet developer documentation. So if you go to developers.google.com/wallet, you're able to see all the features that we have to share with you and more. And also, I'd like to point out that I just recently added this page to our dev site, which is events. So if you click here on the events, or if you scroll down a bit to our website and you see here, oh, I changed the features from this particular page, and you see that we have Google Wallet events. So if you click here, learn more, or if you go to the top of the screen and you click on events, you'll be directed to the events page. And once you land there, guess what? You'll be able to see all the past events that we had, all the live streams, all the in-person events that we covered, and also the upcoming ones. So today we have this one. Keep tuned because very soon I'll be posting the next live stream, which will happen in 2 weeks. So if you want to know what's happening in the Google Wallet world for developers, please just check here in the events page of our developer documentation. You learn what's going to happen very soon. Maybe near your city so you can join us in person or even live through YouTube worldwide. Okay, so let's talk about security. So yeah, I'll go for the documentation. And for today's example, I'm going to use event tickets. Okay, I could be using like any vertical from this documentation, but I'm going to choose event tickets. So if you go, let me just increase the font size a bit so you can see better. And we created event tickets before in a lot of our past live streams. And if you want to learn more about security, we're going to go through the left side of the screen on the menu, and we need to click here in this item, advanced usage. So if we say advanced usage, the first feature that I want to share with you is what? Account restricted passes, this one. With account restricted passes, you can add a particular information to your event ticket, to your pass, saying that only the Google account with this particular email will be able to add this pass to their account. Okay, so your user will need to share the email that they're using with their Google account, because that's the only account that will be able to add that particular pass. But to be able to show you this particular feature, I'll have to first create a pass. And you know that the easiest way for us to create a pass is using the pass builder. So I'm going to just change here the event name. So it's going to be Google Wallet Security Features for Developers. Worldwide on YouTube. Okay. And the date, we can even set the date. So today is January 23rd. So you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, pretty good for the pass. So as you already know, I have the JSON object definition, a JSON class definition, and I'm going to use that in my code. And as a Java developer, of course, I already have my sample project here, ready to start creating my passes. And for me to be able to run this demo, I just have to go here. I'm going to click on this icon here on the screen. I'm going to copy the object definition, copy it, and I go here, event ticket object. I just paste this information here, save the file, of course. Go back to the class definition, copy here. I'm clicking multiple times. I go back to event ticket class and paste it. Cool. I already have an event ticket. Let's test it. So for me to be able to test it, my project is already running. And I'm going to open here, localhost 8080 event ticket, add to Google Wallet. Okay, and you can see that I tried and I'm able to add a ticket. So this button here, add, is available to my Google account. So this one is unrestricted. Anyone with the add to Google Wallet link is able to add this particular pass to their Google Wallet. So let's change that. Let's add a restriction to this pass. So remember, if I go here for the documentation, advanced usage, account restricted passes. Of course, I always recommend you to read through the documentation. And how can I access this feature? First, it's not available to everyone. So if you want to enable that to your issuer account, please contact support. That's what is asking here, okay? But if you want to learn how to use it, well, there is a particular property in the JSON object of your event ticket object that you need to change to be able to add this restriction to your pass. And if you want to learn more about it, you can go through here to the reference. If you go here, event ticket objects, if I get a get, and I go through the event ticket object definition, you can go through all the properties here, but the property that allows me to restrict the pass usage is this one, save restrictions, okay? So if you go bigger here, save restrictions is the one that I'm going to use. And if you go here for the save restrictions type, you're able to see that the information that I need to add is this one, restrict to email SAH 256. So I need a hash of the email string to be added here so we can restrict the pass. And I know it sounds complicated, but it isn't, because I'm going to show you live in the code. I here have my Java code, okay? But it's similar in any language that you want to try using it. And if you want, I want to add this particular restriction, I have to go here in the event ticket object that you can see here on the screen. And I'm going to change that property. Set save restrictions. I'm going to do a new save restrictions. Set restrict to email, okay? And it's expecting a string. What is this string? This string is what? I get the hash of the email of my account that I want to add, and I convert it to a hex string, and I paste it here. Okay, so let's do it very quickly here with my code. Luckily, I had some examples done before, so I have my cheat sheet here right in the side of the screen that you can't see. But I'm going to type it. So here I'm going to get a new instance of a message digest, which is going to be SHA 256. I get this digest. With this digest, I'm going to compute the digest. I'm going to provide an email, which I'm going to example@example.com, get bytes. So I got the digest. And then now that I have the digest, I just need to convert it to a string. So in Java, we can use this class, hexformat.of.format hex, and the bytes. Okay. Should just fix it. Cool. So now I have the digest, and I can use this one here in this property. So these 3 lines here, I'm just computing the digest of the email example@example.com. Okay. And here I'm setting the property. The save restrictions property. Okay. I'm adding some comments so you know what's happening here in the code. So I'm computing the message digest and I'm adding that to the save restrictions property. Once I do that and I rerun my code, let's go back here, refresh. So I changed my event ticket. So these event tickets will only be able to be added to Google Wallet, which has the account example@example.com signed in. So if I click here, I'll get an error. And what this message says is that this pass is intended for another user account. Please contact the pass issuer for more info. Which means, and if you can see here in the bottom, pass cannot be saved by this user because it is restricted to this example@example.com. And let's see if it works for me. And actually, I'm going to remove the restriction so I can add it to my account so I can show you the other features. Okay. So I'm going to comment out this code. I won't be adding the restriction, and I can come back here, refresh, and add to Google Wallet. Now I'm able to add the ticket. I can click here the add, and actually you see here that I have my Google Wallet app on my phone on the right side of the screen. And the moment I click here in the add, my pass is going to be added in my Google Wallet. Okay, I just need to wait a couple of seconds for it to sync up, and it's already showing here in the right side of the screen. And if I tap here in my phone, I open, my pass is already there. And you might have noticed, because we launched it in most of the major countries and territories last year, you can see here that in the View Tickets button on my web browser in my computer, I'm able to see all the details of the past years in the wallet.google.com website. So you have access to all your past information here on the web and also on your Google Wallet app in your phone. So you have more than one way for you to know what's inside your Google Wallet. So if you want to check that in your desktop browser, yes. If you want to check that in your mobile browser, you can do that as well. But of course, the best way is for you to do that using here our Google Wallet app in your mobile phone. Cool. So this is the first security feature. So you can specify the email, and only the user with that with the Google account with that email would be able to add that particular pass to their account. The second security feature that I want to show you is the rotating barcodes. So we can add, right now we have a fixed barcode, so it's just one and that's it. But we can also add a rotating barcode. So we can define an algorithm with some parameters, and we can say that, oh, every second, every 3 seconds, every 5 seconds, every minute, my barcode is going to change according to a function. So even if someone screenshots or if even someone takes a picture of my barcode, this barcode will expire in 1 second, 3 seconds. You determine the amount of time before your barcode expire. So even if someone took a screenshot or a picture of your pass and try to use it, by the time they try to use that screenshot with the barcode would already have expired, and they wouldn't succeed trying to use the screenshot or the picture of your barcode. So because only the user with the actual pass would be with the current barcode would be able to use it. So how can we use this feature in our pass? Let me show you the codes. But before that, let me say here who else is live. I can see people from El Paso, Texas. Hello, Francisco. From Congo, Brazzaville. Yeah. More people from all over the world are watching us here in the Google Wallet live stream. And how can I add this other feature? Well, let's go back again to the documentation. So I need to reduce a bit the font size. And here, actually, let me go back again to event tickets. Is easier, right? Go to the menu, event tickets, advanced usage, and you can see that another advanced usage here is rotating barcodes. Okay, rotating barcodes. And if you want to do that, you have to go through the rotating barcode property and specify some parameters. Okay, so you need to study a bit of rotating barcodes because there are different types, there are different algorithms. You can specify your own key here and other hash algorithms, for example. But I'm going to use the default one, which is available in the example. Okay, so how can we do that? We just need to go to the code and add this particular property. So I'm going to go here through my codes and add more information to my event ticket object. Okay, so I'm going to set the rotating barcode property. And the rotating barcodes needs this new rotating barcode. When I do that, I just said the set type is going to be QR code. Okay. The set value pattern, you can read through the documentation, but you can specify a string, and we have some special strings that allows you to put the replacement here of the barcode, rotating barcode algorithm that you're going to use. So I'm not going to dig into the details because we need to study the rotating barcodes thing a bit, but I'm going to show you how you can use it. Okay, and you can set the top P details here, and you need to provide a new rotating barcode top T details. The algorithm is going to be TOTP SHA1. I'm going to set how often the barcode is going to change. You need to specify a long here, so in milliseconds. So if I want to change it every second, I need to put 1,000 long. But for us to be able to show and talk, and while talking about it, I'm going to put it 3 seconds. Okay. So every 3 seconds, my barcode is going to change. And now I just need to set the parameters. When I set the parameters, I just need to pass a list of parameters, and new rotating barcode. Let me scroll down a bit. I'm going to set the parameters. I need to set the key, which is something that you have to provide. Okay, I'm going to use one that I have here in the example. And you also you need to set the length, which is going to be 8. Okay. And once set type. Okay. So I set the type, the value pattern, the details, which is some algorithm details here. And if I did everything right, we should be good. Okay. So I already provided the information for a rotating barcode, and I can go back here to my demo. Look here. I'm going to go back here in my screen. Going to go back here to my project. I'm going to refresh. I just reran the code, so my pass was just updated. So my event ticket now already has rotating barcodes. And if I tap here in my phone for the pass, you note that please take a deep look here in my mobile phone. You note that the QR code changes every 3 seconds. So while I'm talking, you can see that the image is changing. Yeah, and it's our QR code. So sometimes it blinks when it changes. And you notice the pattern in the QR code is changing. Okay. And so the barcode has a value and it's changing every time. And for you to, so that's how you set a rotating barcode in your pass in Google Wallet. And the next question is, okay, this is changing frequently. How do I read this information and check it in my backend system to see if the value is good? For you to be able to do that, well, you go back here for the documentation. And here in the flow, you'll be able to see what is the best practice for you to be issuing your barcode. And when somebody reads the barcode that is changing every time, you have to validate that. For you to validate that, you need to go through the rotating barcode algorithm, run it with the current timestamp, so you can get the current value of the barcode and check if it is the current one. Okay? So you need to study a bit about rotating barcodes, but that's how you can use them inside your Google Wallet event ticket, okay? Or any other kind of pass that you want to add with a rotating barcode. Cool? And I can see here that Lex just added here in the chat, but if you have any questions about what I'm talking about, please post them because we'll have some time to answer them after I present all the features for you. Okay? So this is the rotating barcodes features. And what else? The next security feature that I want to show you, and actually that's the last one, I want to show you the shimmering animation. So a real person can check if it's a live pass or not in your Google Wallet app. So the security person can check if it's a screenshot or not of your app. For us to add an animation to our pass so we know it's live and it's not a picture or a screenshot, what do we need to do? We can do this. We can go here to the event ticket class. I'm going to be add security animation to my code. And I'm going to get event ticket class, security animation, new security animation, and the animation type is going to be for your shimmer. Okay, that's the security animation that we have. So once I set this property in the event ticket class and I update my pass, you'll be able to see what changes in the pass. Okay, so that's it. I added this property. I can go back here to my demo, see my demo here with the rotating barcode changing every 3 seconds. So I can go here to back here to my demo project. I rerun it, I refresh it. So it's going to update my event tickets. And very soon, you will be able to see the change here in the screen. Okay, and just in case, just because I want to see it refreshed, I'm going to go back to the main screen of my wallet app. I'm going to click again. And you note that right now, around the QR code, now I have a shimmering animation. It's like it's rotating with the colors around the barcode. Let's take a zoom here. You can see that I have a shimmer animation around the QR code that is rotating clockwise with the colors. So if you look at that and you see that it's animated, you know, oh, this is a live pass inside the Google user's Google Wallet. But if it doesn't rotate, if the shimmer animation is static, oh, it's a screenshot or it's a picture. So I know it's fake, so I won't let the user use this pass when they're at the check-in counter at the event at the venue, for example. Okay, so that's how it works. The shimmer animation inside your wallet pass. And another thing that I forgot to mention in the rotating barcode here is that if you go through the properties, last year we announced that we also support user-provided barcodes. Okay, so here we have an algorithm that is automatically rotating the barcodes, but just in case you want to provide your own rotating barcodes, you can. You just need to keep uploading those barcodes that are going to change. Again, you specify the interval, but just be aware that you need to provide a lot if you change it frequently. So you can just provide your own values to the API, and the API will be rotating the barcodes at your own interval. So that's another option that we have with Google Wallet. So if you want to use the Google Wallet API, if you're your own user, you like developer supplied rotating barcodes, you can. Cool. And I think that's it. Yeah? That's some of the security features that we have enabled so far for the Google Wallet API. And I'm going here through the chat, trying to see, hello from everyone from wherever in the world you're watching us from. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you much if you're watching the recording. Thank you very much too. And I'm trying to see if we have any questions for me about the Google Wallet security features for developers, and I am not seeing any so far. Okay, which means that either I did a great job or a poor job, that because you didn't understand anything. But if I did a great job, you know that the best way for you to go to look for information about these security features that I just explained is the Google Wallet developer website. So if you go to developers.google.com/wallet, you'll be able to see the latest up-to-date information about all the security features, including the ones that I presented today, which were the account restricted passes feature, which were the rotating barcode feature, and also the security animation feature. So if you're able to add all of these features in your passes, well, I'm sure that your users and your business will be much more secure. Okay, and I hope you'll be able to use it. I hope you understood everything correctly. And once more, thank you so much for joining us. Please stay tuned if you want to know what's coming up next in the Google Wallet live streams or other in-person events. You can go to developers.google.com/wallet/events, and you see our next upcoming live streams. And you can check also the past ones because we have a lot of useful information for you as a developer using the Google Wallet API. All right. Thank you so much for joining us, and keep it safe. And hope to see you soon in our next Google Wallet live stream. Take care. Bye.